Okay, so I'm watching this guy on YouTube related to the federal employees and the message, "What did you do last week?" And I mean, that's kind of the same premise of what housewives get all the time from um husbands. I mean, like when I was married to a soldier, a lot of times that's what he was telling me, is that we just sit around on our butts all day long and do nothing. That's what we're hearing from TV and from my husband, who is a federal employee. And so, I mean, I'm kind of glad that this is coming out. I mean, because the people who are in the federal employee jobs, there are a few of them speaking out about it. But when you're in the privacy of a home and you're a wife and you're trying to salvage a bad marriage to begin with anyway, because you already know that there's no services to help you, then what are you supposed to do? I mean, create conflict all the time, and because that's what that's what happens is, housewives are doing nothing, not sitting on your butt all day doing nothing. And I've often, I've seen federal employees do nothing. I worked at the post office for a non-appropriated funding job that was seasonal, and I saw federal employees doing nothing at that job. One of them was because some were injured. They had injuries, but they were still working the job. So some of them would just work a little bit. Oh, they were PCSing, they would just permanent change of station. And so there was some who actually, they were ETSing and PCSing, and so they would put them in the post office to do work. So they'd do a little bit of work, and then they'd go off and go someplace else. They'd just say, "Oh, well, I'm feeling injured," or "I have an appointment." They'd go off someplace else and then just stop working. I mean, the truth of the matter is, though, they were there, though, when most of the mail was coming in, and we needed them to be there. Otherwise, the seasonal work was workers, which was us. We were there to pick up the rest of the slack. So the truth is, we really didn't need them there all day long, so and we weren't pushed that hard to be doing busy work. That's what I call it, be doing busy work. So at that time, I was a housewife. I was a military spouse. I was doing a job, and I knew my marriage was bad, and I was trying to figure out a way to get out of it, maybe save a little bit of money to exit out of my marriage, which that is very hard to do for anybody who is a military spouse who's unpaid.